NBA fans, welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And you look at Carmelo Anthony, no question a superstar scorer in this league. Won an NCAA title in Syracuse. Shaq, is he still one of the top stars in the NBA?
He's in the top 15. He was in the top 10, but...
What an arbitrary figure to throw out.
Just say he was. It's just that now I think too many young players have passed him in the last few years. You know, his level of play plateaued. He kind of dipped in the past few seasons. Just a lot of young guys, you know, like, you would never put Carmelo before Russell Westbrook, would you?
Well,
Thank you.
I'll tell you, he's a terrific scorer. Let's start there.
Yeah, we've had that discussion in the past, Kenny, about who's the
maybe still in the top 10,
the easiest scorer in the
He can jump back into the top 10 very easy.
Okay, so he's not in the top 10.
Winning.
Thank you.
See, the other guys are now winning, and he is not. So now he has slid down the list because he's been a great player that hasn't won as much. But when he wins again, he's back up there.
That's not happening.
I think it is.
That does it for us.
Tonight. He's going to win tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you later.
Now when they're running an octagonal triangle.
The visiting Los Angeles Clippers. At small forward, Paul Pierce. At shooting guard, Jamal Crawford. At center, DeAndre Jordan. At the other forward position, Blake Griffin. At the other guard position, Chris Paul. The head coach of the visiting team is Doc Rivers. Let's get your New York Knicks starting lineup. At the point, at 6'3", number 3, Jose Calderon. Starting at power forward, 7 feet 1 inch, number 6, Christoph Porzingis. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 4, Aaron Aflalo. At center, 7 feet, number 8, Robin Lopez. And at forward at 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo Anthony. The head coach.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul and Crawford paired up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3 seed. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round and he made good on it.
And the shot is good. Knicks on defense, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Blake Griffin. It's Anthony with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Down low. Here's Griffin. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's a Flalo. Outside Anthony from past the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Paul kicks to Griffin. No luck. Good D by Lopez.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The 19-foot shot, and there are the Knicks with another bucket. Paul with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Here's Calderon after the Clippers pick up 2. Outside Anthony. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside Griffin. It's Pierce on the wing. Shoots it. It's rebounded by New York. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just really feasted on the East. A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And a follow kicks to Calderon. Porzingis passes to Calderon. The kick out to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Crawford with the steal. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, can't hit.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
As you said with the Clippers, Greg, they did decently against the Eastern Conference. But of the Western playoff teams, Clark, they had the second worst record against the Eastern Conference.
And, you know, things like that matter, Kevin. I mean, they struggled against Eastern Conference playoff teams, went only 6 and 10 against those teams last year.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 6. Lopez. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Kevin Serafin is checked in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas comes in for Anthony, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Both good from the line that time.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year.
and it became evident early on as the season grew older. More and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Now here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Smith. No good.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And taken away by Paul. Floats one up. And he sinks the layup. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Thomas against Stevenson. Kicks it to Redick. Here's Smith over Serafin, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Galloway kicks to Calderon. Down low. Feeds to O'Quinn. Calderon dishes to Galloway. Back to Calderon. Shoots. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. New York ahead, up 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance to hear from DeAndre Jordan, who talks about the inspiration he drew from head coach Doc Rivers.
Doc told me, you know, you should be.
A strong case can be made that Jordan played like the Defensive Player of the Year, Clark, this past season. And the fact that he didn't win it looks like it'll keep him motivated.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I love the passion he plays with defensively. It seems like a burning fire in him, and Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. You've got to love how the passion to play defense burns in DeAndre.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, J.J. Redick is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Smith. Then there's Griffin. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Carmelo Anthony, the third pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and, of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. He dishes it to Afflalo. Back to Anthony. The baseline J. And it's Anthony again missing.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Hey guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Galloway.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
Galloway hits both of them.
Oh, man, yeah, right, bro? I'm good, man. I'm good. Appreciate it, my dude. All is well, man. All is well. How you do it? Man, I don't envy you. I don't envy you, man. You can have it, man. You can have it. I say I'm not leaving the house next 2 days, man. I am not leaving the house.
The Clippers, you think of Lob City, and it's all dunks. But the reality is, Clark, as Greg was just talking about, that just isn't the case.
It really isn't. I mean, they also led the league in pull-up shots attempted by a wide margin, about 24 pull-up J's a game.
Pass to Aflalo. The feed to Amundsen. Dishes to Aflalo. Pass to O'Quinn. Another shot. Anthony's shot is off.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
You playing catch-up, man. You playing catch-up. That's all good, man. That's right. Some folks wish what you have for themselves, man. Excuse me. Yeah, so right out, man. Right out. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you know what I feel be on the sideline, man. You want to be in the game, bro. Congrats, baby Paul. Congrats, man.
The dish to Amundsen. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Smith. The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Crawford, no luck.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Follow against Smith. Griffin with the steal. Paul passes to Pierce. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I forgot about that. That's right. Oh, Sugarfoot. So don't you appreciate even more, man, once you come home, man, or the weekend, whatever you're off? Don't you appreciate even more because you bust your bump to get it, and now you up to date somewhat? Don't it feel good, man? I know it feel good, bro. I know it feel good. You appreciate it more.
In the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
And it's been about their defense.
You appreciate it more, man.
Frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
That one goes. Count it.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Dude, don't forget, you can play your PS4 games on it. Don't forget, you can play your PS4, bro.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Knicks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. And so here is New York after the Clippers pick up 2. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start. 1:25 left in the first half. Down low, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And that one's good.
What you mean, man? Oh. All right, so start from new then, bro.
Porzingis.
You got the games, man. Load the games into it. Let's start over new.
He's got 10 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Shoots a fader. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Griffin's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Crawford against Calderon. Right side, Thomas. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Pierce on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Pierce has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control. Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot. And
I mean, you could get out, take out your blah. You could take out your hard drive and transfer it, but you got to get a reader to read from the hard drive to your PS5.
I think they will.
And here's Crawford. 3 seconds left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there.
I mean,
maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Clippers lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I have Josh Smith. And Josh, what is it going to take in this game in the second half to come out with a win?
You put a thumb drive into your PS5.
Everybody's got to get involved. Whenever we have an opportunity to run the floor, get some easy layups, be able to do that and be able to finish plays. And that's all we have to do.
But then you're going to format it too.
Josh, thank you for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello
again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by
man.
Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
You ain't supposed to have your damn console on the floor, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Sports. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 12 points, 6
That's
rebounds,
your fault.
and 1 steal. Some great
I'll
work
piss
from
on
him
it
in the
too.
first 2 quarters. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, quite simply,
Place
their bench
your
showed up
console on
tonight.
the floor,
When I
man.
say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your
I'll
reserves
piss
to
on it
just
too.
at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no
What up,
forced
Jake?
shots. It was good, smart
good, Jake?
basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our
Happy
game is
weekend,
about to get
man.
underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Happy weekend, kid. It's windy, it's stuff out there and cold. I mean, it's cold and windy, man. Damn, when was knocking off my guy's turn.
And it's been a back
Garbage
and
cans,
forth
man,
game so
recycle
far
stuff.
with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter
Man.
starting here now.
Damn. You're in DC at Buffalo work, bro. Damn.
The Clippers in the lead.
Like I said,
Last season
like I told
ended with the
DC,
Knicks
man,
pretty much packing it in. But
I ain't
Clark,
mad at you.
It didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season.
You
Clearly
too?
things
Yeah,
did not go as
man.
planned.
Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot,
Likewise.
manning the middle. That's the 5 for
Have
New York right
my
now.
recycle
Guys,
to the
we're not
curb,
through 3/4
recycle,
of
man.
play,
It
but
kept
6 lead
blowing to the
changes
street,
already in
man.
this
I
one.
would say,
It's been a really good game.
do
for
another
sure. I
day.
mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight
Shoot.
throughout.
I'll put that right back to the house,
I think
man.
we all can agree that we thought this would be
Coming outside
the
with
type
my
of
hoodie
game that would come
and
down
my
to
house
the end.
pants on, man.
And it
Boy,
became clear.
I say,
thinking
man,
about
leaving the
Knicks
house.
again. I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle.
I ain't
for that
leaving the
round.
house, though.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Yeah, feel good. My boy just said feeling good. Yeah, man, feeling good, bro. Feeling good. Wife is down to ATL.
You know, kind of packing it in for the
She's
sake
down
of
there to
being better in the
to
future.
Monday,
can
bro.
possibly work in New York for a year or
Oh,
two,
word.
but not longer than that. The media will eat you up
Oh,
there
shit.
if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of
Why
heart.
you say
The
that
Knicks
to
in a few
tomorrow?
short years have gone
Oh,
from a
'cause you
playoff
gotta work
team,
Monday. Ah, got it.
unfortunately,
Got
to
it.
the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Here's Pierce. No good. Good work defensively by Anthony. To the middle. Uses both hands to slam it down.
He always knows
What you
where
got-
his teammates
what you
gonna
got
be
into
in.
last night?
Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Clippers trail by 3.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so
Yeah.
often. Only 3 trips in the
Yeah.
playoffs the last 10 seasons.
I ain't watching it.
And listen, the pressure is
I got my own
always
Super
on
Bowl,
the Knicks
man.
to make the playoffs just because of where the
I got my
team
own
is.
Super Bowl
Being
tomorrow.
in New York can have
I
its
ain't watching.
advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Porzingis has got 15 points. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Crawford kicks to Griffin. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Oh, come on.
No good.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field
I'm so
goal attempts.
salty.
with the fadeaway. Another miss by
Still
Griffin.
salty, man.
The Knicks with the lead. Aflalo dishes to Calderon. Porzingis, and that is good. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean,
Yeah, I'm still salty,
defenders
man.
are
I ain't
just
gonna
not
cap,
being
man.
aggressive enough down low.
I'm
You got to
still
play with some
salty.
physicality in the paint.
I ain't
One
watching
thing
it.
about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career low 42 games, and
I
his
ain't
averages were down pretty much,
Shoot.
Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in
where
to
my
kind of
Rams?
invigorate
Where my
the Knicks'
Panthers,
point
man?
guard
Where are
position.
they?
But following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the
Seattle
team's first
and
13 games and never was
hate-
able to
hated
really get
team?
going.
Oh,
Remember,
nah,
coming into a
ain't-
new
nah.
system where he had to learn how to play
Nah.
differently. And then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
The Knicks
I ain't
making
getting
the
any
switches.
airtime.
O'Quinn's checked
Nah.
in. Smith checked in for the Clippers.
I'm gonna give him an airtime.
Crawford against Aflalo. Crawford outside. To the left wing. Griffin passes to Crawford. From outside, off the mark. The Knicks leading by 4. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his
Man.
team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin.
How about play
Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his
pro
hands
football
and
tomorrow,
letting
man.
him lead the way on each and every possession. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Knicks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. He feeds it to Griffin. There's the pass to Crawford. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Crawford's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And it's Anthony again missing. Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now here's Aflalo.
Very good.
Outside Anthony, 6 to shoot. Up top, O'Quinn. New York
Good,
needs
man.
to get
Good.
off a shot. And Anthony gets it to go.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today.
Okay, okay. Line of customers? Oh, I didn't know you're doing that, DC. I mean, dealing with customers. I didn't know that. I thought you was doing the HVAC.
Hey guys,
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. The Clippers also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson comes in for Jamal Crawford. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Paul. Here's Redick, following the score by New York. Kicks it to Stevenson. Screen by Smith. With the floater, it's rebounded by New York. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Thomas against Johnson. Here's Galloway. No good on the 3. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Johnson, a wide open look. Amundsen grabs the board. For New York, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break.
Damn.
A great third quarter for them offensively. One-on-one fast break. Here's Reddick. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, got wife it down to ATL, man. She's down there until Monday, bro. Like, yep.
For Los Angeles,
Got a
they've
little
gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this
little
one.
elbow. Little elbow room.
First free throw is good. Paul Pierce is checked in for Josh Smith.
Sometimes just, you know, each one needed
that one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's Galloway, covered by Reddick.
No!
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
From deep, Stevenson. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Clippers on top. They lead by 2.
You know, sometimes,
and
like I said before,
basketball will be coming your way on 2K
elbow
Sports
room here
right
and there,
after
man.
this.
You know, sometimes they said, ask me the hardware founder. Yeah, I was gonna go like, nah, you go.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started.
They said the weather down there is nice, man. I'm like, damn. Well, it was yesterday.
And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Griffin is out there with Pierce. And it's Stevenson in at the 3. Shot's good for Seraphin. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Redick setting the pick for Paul. He kicks to Redick. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Stevenson's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Clippers.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Now here's Calderon. Anthony. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Crawford's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Now here's Griffin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they've had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues in interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground.
Come on, bro!
Started out as a class act, and he stayed.
Paul kicks to Crawford, and that one's good.
Shit.
Crawford's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And here is Los Angeles now.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
Calderon passes to Porzingis. Calderon kicks to Lopez. Good work defensively by Smith.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Knicks trail by 6.
And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
Here's Porzingis. Galloway kicks to Lopez. Out to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Calderon for 3. No. And the Clippers will come
you gotta do, hometown.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it.
And he gets the bucket.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
New York calls timeout. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
All right, Madu. You got that Simon. Krabs is out of season now, right?
Aaron Aflalo is checked in for Langston Galloway.
Krabs, of course, is out of season, right?
Knicks trail by 9. Here's Calderon. Feeds to Lopez. Jacks up a 3. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. That pushes it to double digits. 16 points for Jamal Crawford.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And
Lord, he gets the shot up, man, body to
13
body,
points
man.
for Paul Pierce. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break
You
tonight?
don't toss no threes, man.
Factor as well.
And there's the foul.
I ain't tossing no threes.
That's his first foul.
Damn. I'm looking at a damn layup, bro.
1:22 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Pierce. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Oh, okay.
And so just
all
rolling
right.
to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
That's how much I know, huh?
Opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on
I talk about one in the ocean now. Not the one 2 legs, man.
Of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get
I ain't
that
one
first
2
one
legs
out of the
now.
way and set the
I ain't
tone.
told your brand,
It
man.
sure is. It's just the two gamers since
I
they're
told
in
about
opposite
that the one
conferences,
that
and you can
walks,
bet they'll take the
that
same
walks away.
approach right into game 2 that they had
Not the one
tonight.
And one
you
of the
talking about.
league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Paul. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's Thomas, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Brigioni. Smith left side. Baseline jumper. Good. He hits the jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Stevenson outside. He dishes it to Smith. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's a follow, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Shooting for New York,
And the first one drops.
I be damned.
Both good from the line that time. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he makes the first. Brigioni hits them both.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here's Galloway. Misses the shot. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how motherfucker hit a damn layup, man? She's amazing.
Point in the schedule?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
I'll be damned.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without further ado. Chris Paul. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
You know what? He's a total package as a floor general. It may not be an official ranking for the best leader.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
He's yawning? Damn. Suspect. 1 and 3, excuse me. Oh, paces. Damn paces.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Taking a look at the Pacers, they can't have any complaints about the way they've started the new season. They're 4-1 coming into this 6th game and have looked very, very sharp. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have
basketball
no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe
Ernie.
Kenny has an answer to this
Well,
one.
I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shoot.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Harlan has a very high basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like it.
I went to BYB, Bust Your Butt University.
The crowd has assembled in Indianapolis, Indiana, looking for a Pacers win today. And we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And how about the accuracy that was
man.
on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
So the New York starting 5, they've got Anthony, Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon, and it's a Flalo in at the 2.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft. Where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
The feed to Hill. On the wing, George, covered by Anthony. And George with the stuff.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Game to the 3 of my Knicks, man. 3 of them? 2 of them.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And taken away by Ellis. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here is Calderon. The pass to Aflalo. Outside Anthony. Plays it up and banks it in. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lopez outside. Follow against Ellis. Follow the pass to Lopez. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Mahimi. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ellis dishes to George. Lots of room. No luck, so New York will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that. They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And the Pacers just missed out on the playoffs last year and would have to settle for 9th in the East. Hard for a team that has been so dominant in the East over recent seasons.
Lopez, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Over in the corner, Allen. Outside Hill. He's looking for Mahimi and finds him. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Anthony, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Some changes for Indiana. Turner comes in for Mahimi, and it's Solomon Hill in for Paul George. The Knicks also changing it up. Seraphin comes in for Robin Lopez. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And for the Pacers against the East, they actually played the rest of the conference. Greg, very well. Ended with a 28-24 record, Clark, against the East.
The only team, Kevin, in the East with a winning record against the rest of the conference not to make the playoffs. Only went 10-19 against the playoff teams in the conference. You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship, and for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
Now here's Aflalo. Following the miss by Rodney Stuckey. Releases. Shot by Seraphin. No good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Allen. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Galloway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That's to Porzingis. He feeds it to Seraphin. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Aflalo with it. Was picked up by Hill, and that one's good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here is Hill. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Aflalo. The Pacers making the shot. That ties it up. Porzingis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Stuckey kicks to Hill. Back to Stuckey. Passes it to Hill. There's the dish to Hill. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Anthony with it. Feeds it to Aflalo. And it's sent back by Hill. They recover it.
That was design, man. That was design.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks lead by 2. And we'll return
It was by
shortly.
design, man. It was by design.
And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do. And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Oh, Lord, come on, man.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, Robinson is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Calderon, and it's Galloway in at the point guard position. The Knicks with the lead.
First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Mavs.
Now here's Calderon. 6 on the shot clock. O'Quinn pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. O'Quinn's got his first points of the game. Ellis outside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Monte not being an all-star, there are a lot of guys that could have made an argument to be there. Monte's was as strong as any.
Yeah, and his own coach said that Monte deserved it more than Dirk, his teammate. And not a shot at Dirk by Carlisle, just Rick expressing how valuable Monte was to the Mavs.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the paint, Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Ellis has got it all tied up now for the Pacers. The Knicks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here is Amundsen. Turner covering. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. The Pacers 4th.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw missing. Lopez, he's checked in for the Knicks. And he sinks the second. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
Lord,
George has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's Calderon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Calderon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Ellis outside. From 13. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
These guys make these.
Ellis has got 10 points.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has
shots,
allowed.
I can't make one.
These defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Here's Lopez after the made shot from Monte Ellis.
What?
That's good.
What?
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. So timeout called here, the first 4.
You know what I hear in my head, man? You're a bum now? You're a bum? Scarface, you remember his mother was schooling him? When Scarface went to the mother house and his sister Gina was there, and he said, you're a bum now? You're a bum always. You'll be a bum. I got that in my head.
Indiana. This is their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they took
I
care of
don't want your
business
money.
against
Take your
this
money.
group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Mahinmi. Solomon Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Hill in for Ellis. Now here is Hill. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Turner. 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. Pushing it up. Here's Anthony. Sinks that one from the post. Anthony's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now here is Hill. They set the pick. Left side Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Stuckey into the lane. The layup off target.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
And he gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the half. And Hill has it in the corner. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Hill's got his first points in this one. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Now here's Anthony. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Trying to get open is Serafin. Excellent D there from Hill.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Here's Anthony. He's got 10. Fires from deep. And the Knicks miss again. Pacers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Hill kicks to Hill for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one. And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
The Knicks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait 1 more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and he'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Anthony, the pass to Galloway, and Turner with the block. Hits the 3-point bomb. Porzingis has got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Allen, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Knicks up 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You know, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going some way, somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they're paying attention to the boards, and that's a good thing. When you're trying to get ahead and stay ahead, it often comes down to a few key possessions. Any extra rebounds you can get is a big difference. I like their intensity out there.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Monte Ellis has been sensational.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Pacers trail by 4. Mahinmi is out there with Lavoy Allen. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ellis at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. The Knicks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Anthony against George. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Well, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. 8th in free throw percentage, 14th in blocks. And they were in the top half of the league shooting the ball from deep. Average to pedestrian, but still fairly effective from there.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunity.
And Indiana shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And George kicks to Allen. Knicks with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And yes, sir, that one drops. Aflalo's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
The Knicks with the lead.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Follow against Ellis, and it's a follow penetrating.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
And New York making a change here. Serafin's checked in. Indiana trailing here. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, G8, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
And he gets it to go. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Now here is Hill. It's George on the wing. A floater. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's 13 points here for George.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Lopez a screen. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Here's Aflalo. A stupendous finish in traffic. Aflalo's got 8 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Hill dishes to Mahinmi. Kicks it to Ellis. Right at the free throw line. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
All right, Lopez.
New York leading by 4. It's Anthony with the drive. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now, here's George. He's got 13. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. George has got 15 points.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for Allen. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Ellis. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. It's maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend
a little
more staunchly than that.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
Now here's Calderon. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Puts up the baby hook. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
It was Amundsen. He's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pacers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And that one's good. Hill's got his second bucket.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense. And it's right between the paint and the three-point line. And boy, have they been rock solid.
Here's Galloway. Quinn in the post. Guarded by Mahimi. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Hill passes to Stuckey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 4-point New York lead.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Calderon kicks to Thomas. Out to the right wing. Quinn dishes to Thomas. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Stuckey. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Miles. 5 on the clock. From the wing. And again, it's Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got 4 points this quarter. Calderon can't get it to go. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Knicks lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat.
Can't make a layup, man. God. Tag it.
And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Aflalo is out there with Calderon. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the 4. Now, here is George. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
New York on D. They lead by 4.
Oh, Lord.
Stuckey with it. Now, Anthony defending. The shot by George, wide open.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first. This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays, guys, will give the entire team a boost.
Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Now here's Anthony to the paint. And Allen with the block. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Shot's good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And the Pacers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Allen passes to Ellis. Drains it from 17 feet out. Ellis has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Deep two from Anthony. That misses off the backboard.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Calderon passes to Porzingis. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. And another fast break for Indiana. The Pacers are running. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
New York calls timeout.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clarkie helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
Knicks trail by 4. Outside Anthony. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Dishes to Afflalo. Clock at 6. And O'Quinn kicks to Anthony. Here's Afflalo. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Indiana. They're on a 10-2 run here.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Here's George. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
George Hill's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. The feed to Serafin. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Calderon against Hill. On the wing, George. It's back to Hill. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way. Aflalo dishes to Seraphin. Anthony nowhere around.
Oh, Lord.
Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Hill.
God.
In the corner, George with it.
Wide open.
That doesn't go either for George.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're up by 3. 1:57 left in the game. Stolen by Seraphin. Aflalo outside. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're ahead by 1. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter.
Come on, man. Play smart, T. Play smart.
Here's Ellis.
Rebound,
And
there
it
you
comes
go.
off the front of the rim.
No turnover,
New York
no turnover.
trailing. Anthony right side. And again, it's New York.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And George, here we go. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. That is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Calderon. For 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here we go. And George with the stuff.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Out to Anthony. Some nice passing by New York here.
No! It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
In the corner, George with it. Puts it up from 12. That doesn't go either for George. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Aflalo with it. He's picked up by Hill. The drive by Anthony. 40 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Ellis kicks to George. That doesn't go either for George. And so here is New York. Anthony against Ellis. Anthony kicks to Seraphin. Count it. And the foul. That one on George.
Kevin, that was
Come
so
on.
clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
Jesus. And sweat over here. All right, T. Come on, man.
That is delivering in the clutch. Just one more stop is all they need.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're down by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
follow against Ellis. From deep three-point range. So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your biggest fans. How do you get off your shots when you're in such a tight coverage situation? A defender...
Find somebody else.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
That was too close, man. Turnovers, man. Layups.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game,
man.
Carmelo Anthony. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Is that 2 and 3 now? Lopez, get his ass out of here. Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Yes, get him out of here. I take Hubert. Get him out of here. God. Oh. Yeah, get Lopez out of here. But they want Thomas, man. Thomas. Yeah, let me get out. Let me get Lopez out of here. Get him out of here for Tony Brown. Okay. Anthony Brown, excuse me. See, I like Thomas. All right. Okay. Got 4 years. 4 years at 54.2. Here we got 1 year. Okay. Free up some money for myself. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna step this in, man. Let's do this. Do this. Thanks, Salo. Boy, let me shoot the back real quick, hometown. Look back for real quick. All right. Ooh. Hey. Let's see what's this new lineup.
York, they've had some struggles so far in the early part of the season, but they've been modifying their approach and their game plan each time out. While they haven't seen the hard work pay off yet, this is a team that's vocalized their dedication to doing whatever it takes to continue to improve. Both of these teams we're about to watch.
That's not me. That's
slower pace, lots of half court, very methodical.
That was
Shaq,
not
what
me.
do you think is the key
That
to
was not
making
me.
that style of play work?
Well, you know, everybody in the NBA can play,
Disconnected.
but you got to have discipline on it. You got to take good shots. You got to value each possession. You got to play team basketball.
It wasn't
and you
me.
have to believe in the system. You know, I played in a system that was very difficult, the triangle, but once we started believing in the triangle, we were able to win.
How many sides to a triangle?
I would say 3. I don't know.
Okay. Kenny?
I mean, the guy only played at it for about 10 years. He didn't know how many sides was at it, but that's pretty unique. He just knew.
No, he was right.
Because I always said the triangle was overrated if you don't have Shaquille O'Neal in it. This guy didn't need a triangle. He could have played in a square, a circle, a box. He could have been anything, and he would have been successful. Didn't matter. Patience is the key, Ernie. You just can't get flustered when you're playing that slow-down game. But I don't care if it's a circle or box.
That's RESTREAM, man. That's not me. Well, it might be the wind too, man. It is kicking the wind. It is kicking out there, man. So it might be the cable.
It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs.
The cable serves
San Antonio,
outside,
Texas,
man. It is
as we
kicking
bring
out
you an
there.
interconference rivalry here at the AT&T
Yeah, so,
Center.
yeah.
Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With
Okay.
Greg Anthony, Clark
Okay.
Kellogg, and our sideline
Hubert.
reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Knicks, Calderon is out there with a flower. Then it's Anthony, then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Porzingis in at the 4. Leonard kicks to Duncan. Wide open look, and he gets the bucket. Duncan's got the first points up on the board for the Spurs.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Atlanta.
And
He's
you don't
faster
have to
than Lopez.
go
That's
too
one thing.
deep into the box score to
He's
figure
very
out why
one.
they
He's
lost
faster.
that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Now here's Anthony after the miss from Tim Duncan. And that one's good.
Okay. 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 That's his first basket.
Good way to start the
That's a
game there. I
knickerbocker.
mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
You're right,
Okay.
Clark. That's exactly what you would want to establish
He's
that
faster,
presence
Lopez.
down low early in the game.
Now here's Leonard. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta. The Spurs rebound. Duncan, the pass to Aldridge. It's stolen by Calderon. Here's Anthony, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the
Okay.
importance of great on-the-ball
earned
defense,
that.
as was displayed right there.
Defensively,
that.
that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Calderon kicks to a follow. Hibbert with the screen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. New York shooting their first free throws here for the night. That free throw good from Porzingis.
Rocking the Spanish jersey since we're playing in Texas. A large Latino community. So let's rock out that Latino jersey.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all. Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Parker drives in, and he lays it straight in. As you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Okay. He paying off already. Let's go.
We're last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Hibbert. Leonard attacking. Lets it go with a 3. They grabbed their own miss.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Parker with the steal. The feed to Simmons. From 12 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Aflalo.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Parker against Calderon. Nobody near Leonard. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. The Knicks leading by 3. And here's Hibbert. New York moving it around. Can't hit. Nice D from Duncan. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Hibbert. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Langston Galloway's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Mills with it. 17-foot shot on the way. Good. Mills has got his first bucket of the night.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Grant dishes to O'Quinn. Grant kicks to Anthony. They set the pick. Back to Grant. Pass to Anthony.
Oh, come on!
The Spurs. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
And even though one side played postseason basketball and the other stayed at home, you wouldn't have known it in their matchups.
Here's O'Quinn. Boris Diaw picking up that last basket. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Right wing fires for three. The shot is off. And it's Anthony, top of the key. He hits the shot at the very last second.
Goodness.
Woo!
At the buzzer.
In those circumstances was massive.
Man, what pressure. You guys are over-exaggerating here. I mean, you can't rattle this guy, no matter what the situation is. At the buzzer.
And the ageless one, Tim Duncan, just a remarkable career. His teammate Tony Parker talked about playing alongside truly one of the all-time great players. It's both unbelievable and amazing, you'd have to agree, talking about Tim Duncan and how he, Greg, continues to stay near the top of his game.
You know, Kevin, they say nobody has ever defeated Father Time. But you know what? There have been a couple bigs that that you'd have to see are the exceptions. Kareem being one, and then obviously now what Tim Duncan has been able to do over the course of his career. Just unbelievable.
Yes.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here. Really,
you gotta make it for the line, homie.
With one another.
You gotta make it for the
Good
line.
ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court for the Knicks. Amundsen is out there with a flout.
As you can tell, man.
And there's Grant. Then it's Kevin Seraphin.
Have a good time with
and
the 17, whatever.
In the two-guard spot. What do you guys think?
16, 17, 16, excuse me.
So far about the offensive approach for New York.
They've made the commitment to get out and run.
I give it to Lopez, man. I tell you, man. That's why I didn't play this year,
the
man.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Oh, here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Diaw. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills.
So far, he's been
both good for the line that time. And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that player.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after
my
13 full seasons and factoring all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the end. And the Knicks with possession here. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Shot's good. Galloway has got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Pacers in Indiana.
I mean, no stress.
Let's play.
Shoot-around for them.
There you go, let's play.
At how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
And so it's New York with it, following the miss by Tony Parker. Here's Amundsen. The three-pointer, no good. The Spurs shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Parker drives in. Here's Aldridge, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting, his rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Catching up on the changes for New York.
Yes.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for
Oh,
Kevin Seraphin.
come on.
Porzingis comes in for Langston Galloway. And it's Calderon in for Grant.
That's another guy
Guys,
that's
going
got to get
back
rid
to
of.
Aldridge, last season was a difficult
Wasted
one
salary,
for him.
bro.
He had the torn ligament in his left thumb,
Wasted salary.
but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
For New York, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any
Oh!
presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Now here's Calderon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
There you go. Let it go.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. You know, with the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being
Let's
top
go.
3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
And who has been a greater
Let's
enigma
go.
than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of
get down,
swings
get down,
Roy
get
has
down,
had.
get down,
He's
get down,
really
get down.
good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
6 to shoot. Outside Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing. The Knicks leading by 4. Inside, Parker with the steal.
Come on.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. Leonard's got
Yeah.
A real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Almanson.
Daughter, man, come on. Arms, come on.
Well defended, though, and he's
No, we
not
gotta go.
someone who
We gotta
handles
go
that kind of pressure very well. And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
For New York, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Now here's Calderon.
Oh!
Tight defense on him. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
The Spurs making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. That is good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Porzingis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
All right.
Porzingis has got 7 points.
KP.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Trailing by 2. And Parker, here we go.
Let's go, on,
it's
KP.
deflected, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Anthony. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, averaging 24 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Now, here's O'Quinn.
Got you.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Well, as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Diao comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. It's Anderson with the drive.
Get the task, Q.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Yeah, come on, come on, come on!
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Porzingis.
Duncan come on, KP!
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Diao. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Anthony. High shot from 10 feet out. Anthony's got 10.
Get that foul.
And boy, did he ever sell.
They was going for it.
To absolute perfection.
They was going for it.
Screen by Duncan. Off the screen.
That's KP. Oh, let's miss the block,
KP.
KP.
Long. The Knicks leading by 3. And
I see
Anthony at the elbow.
Oh, Melo, come on!
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And that one's good, Simmons.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Galloway. A shot by Anthony.
Bang!
Around.
Made up.
That's good, and so Galloway with the
assist.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Knicks lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
All right,
Thanks,
Hubert.
Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
All right. You got it from the camera. No president do that. He didn't do that. He wasn't worthy. Let's go. Let's go,
Welcome back,
man.
folks.
Let's
Ernie
go.
Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. A fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony.
He wasn't worthy.
He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
They need to turn up the defense intensity. They let the game get taken to them instead of the other way around. Coming out in the second half, they got to play with a chip on their shoulder, Ernie. You know, don't get pushed around on D. It's payback time.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for
So
the
it's good,
start
Salo?
of the third quarter.
I know you said you're working. My bad. That's right. You're working, my dude. Don't get in trouble. Let's watch. Let's watch. You good. Don't start texting. You can't go down the whole 9 yards.
Welcome
Good,
back, folks.
you're good.
Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store.
Melo having a terrific game. 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists
You
here
got
and there,
Mr.
too.
And Clark, that
Kingfish
needs to
over there as
continue.
well.
When he has an
Working too,
opportunity
Mr.
to
King.
get an open teammate the ball,
Kingfish.
he has got to make that a priority.
And there's Clowney, my dude. Respect on that one. On DC. Respect
We've
on
got
that one.
LaMarcus Aldridge. He's out there with Kawhi Leonard.
That's what I'm talking
Duncan
about.
is out there with Tony Parker.
Make
And
that
it's
legit money,
Simmons
man.
in a 2-guard. That's
Worry
the
about
San
looking
Antonio
over your
5.
shoulders. Oh, shit.
Leonard the pass to Simmons.
Legit.
That's tipped.
Legit revenue.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Legit revenue, baby.
Well, we've got a moment
sure.
to look back to last year's Spurs right now. Third in shooting
Looking
percentage,
hard
third
for
in
the
opponent
money.
offense. And they showed
He's
up
looking
in the top
hard
5
for
in
the
free throw
money.
shooting. This is a team that took advantage of getting to the line.
And as you said, there weren't many teams that scored with the efficiency that they did last season. They did a great job of being selective and working for the best possible shot.
Now here's Calderon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Too much.
Parker dishes to Aldridge.
Good.
Here's Simmons. It's good. This game is all even. Simmons got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for San Antonio.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players. Passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
Here's Parker after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game. The Knicks shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%.
Tuesday too now, man.
Porzingis passes to Anthony. Here's Porzingis. New York moving the ball around.
What you got to do?
Tries again. Can't get
Come on, Hugh.
Nice
Come
D
on,
from
Hugh.
Duncan. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Leonard kicks to Duncan for the lead. Can't hit. So New York will take it the other way. It's deflected. Pass to a Flower.
Yo. Come on, fellow. From the field at the start of this third quarter.
You don't need that.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
14 hours day. That day, 14? Yeah, 13.
A different look for New York. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Hibbert. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis, and it's Brant in for Jose Calderon. For New York, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Anthony. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Guys, this game's tied up primarily because of him. I mean, who knows where they'd be without his points today.
Here's Leonard. That drops. It comes off an assist from Parker.
Might have everything.
Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for San
Antonio.
Antonio.
That's why we bust off a hump at the kick.
Boy, for the Knicks last season,
KOB, man.
Saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponents' scoring chances.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Job.
It's Parker with the drive.
So I think that's
crap. Well, for the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular the 3.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3?
Too much, T.
Leonard attacking.
Yeah, he might get that up.
Parker with
get blocked.
Now defended by Grant. Aldridge.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Sugar Bowl.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark. No doubt about it.
Get that, T.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
They've had difficulties the way Leonard has been playing. 10 points. He's able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Money there, everything.
You know what? He's been a difference maker.
It's been half our lifetime.
He's disrupted more
grindy,
plays than the stat sheet will show.
That saying is BS.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Money there, everything.
That free throw, no good. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker.
Get out the way, bro.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 16.
Is Grant? Okay, Grant.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Try to get
West
to
with
you.
the steal. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. Count the bucket. Ginobili's got his second bucket of the night.
Come on.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now.
Come on. Yeah, it's that wind blowing outside, man. It's that wind blowing outside for the internet.
And Olajuwon.
Spurs leading by 3. In the corner, it's Ginobili. No one near him. Here's Leonard. Got a hand on it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Diaw with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. There's the bucket. Good. And that's 13 points for Leonard. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped. And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
New York calls timeout. Well, the Spurs, Greg, great at home last year. That's not surprising to anyone who's paid attention. We expect that. They're just so tough at home.
Yeah, it's not my stuff, man, because I'm dropping zero frame rate. It's the internet outside, bro. Yeah, I'm dropping 0 frames, so it's nothing on my side.
Year in and year out.
And Kevin, how about going 33-8 at home last season? And despite being a 6th seed, only the Hawks and Warriors, the 2 best records in the league, won more games at home. Hard to imagine you could be a 6th seed with that kind of success.
He's a finisher.
Zingas, he's checked in for Anthony.
For the Spurs, it was all about being at home. That was a big part of how they went on the run. They won 20 of the last 22 games at home in that stretch, which vaulted them from the bottom of the playoff picture in the West to as high as the 2 seed.
Now here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Diaw, the screen. Pulls up, high post. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Here's Galloway. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To the right side. Diaw with a wide open look. Misses off the left iron.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Spurs out in front, up 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Knicks trail by 6, and New York looking at who they've got. They've got Calderon. Porzingis is out there with a floater. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Galloway in at the point. The first free throw is good. And so he hits both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Parker. Leonard on the wing. Back to Parker. Second chance shot and scoring with the play inside is Leonard. And the Spurs lead by 6.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Parker against Calderon. to Porzingis.
Oh.
It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Simmons. He's guarded by Afflalo. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Porzingis can't hit. Spurs leading by 6. Parker dishes to Simmons. Three-pointer. And it's good.
Lord,
Assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. I love how he establishes his position inside before he converts. Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan.